Yo, what's going on, guys? It's PushedLem here, back for another video, and it's going to be episode number 13 of FozzenCraft Chapter 2. So in the last episode, we made this pumpkin and melon farm, which has been doing very, very well for us. In the last episode, we got a little too many emeralds, to be honest. Like, it was a lot. And I still haven't figured out what I'm going to be doing with them, but we'll see in the future, or if we're just going to, like, build with emeralds or something like that. But that's not the point of this episode. Today's episode, as you can probably see from the title, we are going to be making our storage system. At least we're going to be making the outside of our storage system, because there's a lot to a storage system that has to go behind the scenes and time lapse and stuff like that. So we'll see how far we get in this episode. But before we go actually into, we're going to start right off with a lot of progress. Before we get into a time lapse of us making the outside of the building, let's roll the intro, and then we'll get straight into the time lapse of us building our storage system. Alrighty, guys, as you can see in the background, we have now finished our time lapse. I really hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. It took way too long to complete this entire thing. Looks like we got some phantoms actually up here, which we should probably go sleep and deal with those real quick before I tell you what the plan is. Actually, I'll tell you the plan right now. So the plan is, right now, as you probably saw from the time lapse, is I did not complete all of the different layers. I kind of just built the outside of the storage system. But I did end up completing the first side. So as we can see over here, we have just like a standard storage system thing. We still haven't filled up all the hoppers yet, but we will fill up the hoppers, and then we're going to be making like the whole ring that goes all the way around so that all of these can be sorted. But if we come over here, the plan is for this to be like the bottom layer. I did one just so I can show you guys what it should be looking like. Down here is going to be all the different items that we're going to sort. Obviously, we're not going to sort like a whole bunch of these, like these aren't going to be the blocks, but this is where the blocks are going to go. And then same with over here, I kind of left it a little bit more blank, but there were some there that are just from the schematic. But if we come up here, as we can see, we have all this empty space that we're going to be making 2 more floors for. As we can see, we already have like the sea lanterns that are right there already lined out for where all of it's going to go. And then this is going to be the staircase, because I just wanted to be able to get away to get up top easy. This is kind of what it's going to be looking like. And up here, we're actually going to be having a massive storage system, like I don't remember what it's called. It's called a bulk storage system. And then of course we're going to be doing the floor and all that. And then these are going to be like little tables, and probably going to end up putting some plants. And then this is going to be like the input chest where I can put all of the items that I might want. I might end up making a shulker sorter there as well. I'm not fully sure how to do that, but I'll figure it out. But the point is, for now, in this episode, this video, this area I should say, is done because, well, I've done a lot of work on it already, and I would like to get this video out to you guys because, well, sure, I've done a lot of work on this, but at the same time, I gotta get this out because you guys have been giving me lots of support on the recent videos, which I thank you very much for. It really means a lot. So, I have a confession to make. So, because Ghosty has left the server, he left most of his items, and then not only that, but his farms to me. And, well, I have AFK'd almost at every single one of those. Every single one. Okay, I'm sorry. This is really loud. Okay, I have AFK'd at almost all of those farms. And we are about to go look at all of the different, what's it called? All the different drops that we've gotten, and on some of the farms we're going to be making some upgrades. So, first off, let's go look at the creeper farm. So if we come down here, it looks like I haven't completely, this is like, of course, I come to the one place I haven't AFK'd at. Oh, no, I did AFK at this, but then I restocked it, the shop again. But, so we have some gunpowder here. We'll probably end up AFKing at this tonight. And actually, I'll probably come back to this later in the episode, maybe when these are all filled. But let's do a quick upgrade for the creeper farm on what we want to do for, well, what we're going to upgrade, basically. Alrighty, guys. So now we are back, and I have completely upgraded the creeper farm, which, for the first thing, our way to get down was like we had to go down this side, then the other side. Now we just have one thing down, and we have a little water here. I moved the nether portal down here because there was really no reason for it to be up there in the first place. And then I definitely upgraded our storage system. Not only do we have lots more chests, but I also put this little hole down here so there's an actual spot for it. I put some green wool around the outside and some black wool. And then, well, I had to use some of the gunpowder, so we're almost completely out. So I'm going to have to AFK at this soon. But this is all completely done, and you know, I enjoyed it. It was fun, and I am very glad that this is now done because it desperately needed it. Like we had 3 chests before, and it would fill up every time that we AFK'd, and we just need more storage. But now that we've done that, let's go on to the next farm. Alrighty, we are at our second to last farm, and we actually have the Hoglin farm, which again is a very basic thing, but it has a very one chest basic storage system. So we are, of course, like all the others, are going to be upgrading. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to be upgrading this area for, well, mainly just the storage system because we need more than one chest for a storage system. So yeah, I will be right back when I have done those upgrades. Alrighty, the Hoglin farm is now upgraded with a more advanced storage system than the one chest. Because, let's be honest here, it really needed this. So the hoppers should run in through this line, and it goes back here, and then it goes through observer dropper line up, and then they go across into this, and then they just come right on down. And then they start filling up these chests. It starts filling up this side first, then it'll fill up this side. And yeah, that's the basis of it, and then it's really just a nicer color. And then of course, like, we saw the AFK platform up there, and nothing over here has really changed. It's just been upgrading the little storage area because, again, we needed it. We only had one chest over there. So after that, let's go on to the next farm. Alright, now that we are at the Guardian farm, as we can see, I have actually AFK'd this, and we have a lot. And I mean a lot of these. I actually AFK'd overnight, and because there was a whole bunch of, what was it, cod? Yeah, raw cod there, it kind of filled up, and then it kind of filled up again because of how much it was just sitting there. So, like all the other farms, let's go upgrade this, and I will be right back when that is done. Alrighty, we have now finished the Guardian farm, and as you can see, we added not only a bunch more storage, but this is also organized, so these should only have the prismarine shards. This should only have the I don't even know what these are called, to be honest. It should only have like the things for the sea lanterns, And then this is going to be extras for ink stacks. I know there's no way we're going to be filling all of these up, but it's there and it kind of looks cool. And again, all of these are organized. And then all of the cod goes into a fiery furnace over there. But for all of these stuff that we did get a lot of blocks that we're going to be using probably for a shop in future episodes. Probably ended up being for Haven. So we have all of these now, and that is a job well done, I would like to say. I don't know why that thing's glitched. So we have a bunch more storage, and then in order to get out to go to the AFK platform, I'll put this little staircase here, and then we can see we can get up here into the AFK platform, which I wanted to show you really quickly because the way Ghosty set this up, I don't know if he did this from a tutorial or if he designed this himself. This thing is really cool. So if I press this and we come on down, it's as if my body's still up there. We can see all of the guardians just spawning right here and dying. Like, it's absolutely insane about like how many of these things are just like lured into them. I don't even know how they get lured into oh, okay, no, they are being pushed. Oh wait, so the bubbles push it up, and then the top of this pushes it into the middle. And look at that. That's just mass and max efficiency there. But so yeah, we have finished upgrading this, which is perfect because it's been, let's be honest, it was desperately needed. And now I just need to find the exit. Here we go. And we can probably see there's been a few extra shards, maybe not, we'll see. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Let's go on to the next farm. Alrighty, now that we are at the iron farm, we can see that, well, he's made basically a basic iron farm, which it looks great, and it's been gathering resources. I recently actually kind of cleared this thing out because I needed a lot of iron for all the hoppers, and all those hoppers are actually already crafted, and well, we need more, so I'm going to be AFKing at this again soon. I don't really know when, but probably before next episode when I'm going to be finishing up the storage system. But again, let's do a quick upgrade to mainly the storage system, and maybe just like the look of this, because while cobblestone is great, we might need to okay, you know what, I'm going to keep the cobblestone. I'm just going to neat a few things up. But yeah, I will be right back when I have finished upgrading this. Alrighty, we are now at the iron farm, which we have now completed. And, well, there wasn't too much change with this. I kind of just like completed the I completed these so that it wasn't like half done basically. These are all filled in, and then over here I definitely made an upgrade. So for one, in the back here I put in a sorting system so that there is no poppies that should go through the chest system, and then all of his storage now we have just for iron. And I'm not fully sure if we're going to be able to see, but the poppies are getting sorted out and they are leaving. I might eventually make this into a bone meal farm so that all the other poppies will go to a different chest that goes into a composter that gets bone meal, but for now I think that this will do. Not to mention, with the next farm that we're going to be going to the Wither Skeleton farm, we are going to have a lot of bones from there, so I really don't think there really is a point. We can just let those despawn. But yep, the iron farm is done, and I filled in these areas, and then I made it so it's timed out so there shouldn't be too much overflow. So it's all working, it's all perfect. We got our crafting tables and we got some blackstone. So I really hope this suits our needs. The only thing I am worried about is that we're going to run out of storage, but I really don't think that. I think this is definitely going to be enough storage for just even like 24 hours. This should be fine. So like I said, let's go over to the Wither Skeleton farm, which I am going to be upgrading next. Alrighty, now with an arrow in what looks like our chest, I don't know how we're not dead, but we are now in the nether, and we're actually at the Wither Skeleton farm, which again is a very impressive and really nice farm that Ghosty has made and that we, I guess, now own. So if we come down here, we can see that well, again, it's a great farm. It just needs some tidying up for not only the storage system, but then like the area around the storage system. So yeah, like again, like all the other farms, I will be right back when I have done those upgrades. Alrighty, now that we are back, not too much has changed for this one. We still have this normal area. This hasn't really changed. We can still kill the skeletons, they drop down. But when we come down here, we can see that we have this little thing, which it's not really necessary, but I kind of like it and it helps so that there's not too much overflow with the items that drop. And then if we come down here, which is the new part, this is our more advanced storage system. We now have all the bones that are going to be going in sorry, not all the bones, all the coal that goes down here. We have all the bones which go here, which I actually had to get rid of all the bones. So they're up here, so then they're still draining down. And then I also have, I forgot about this. I also have all the wither skeleton skulls over here, which there is a lot of. And of course, I'm nowhere close going to be filling up all these chests. Not even this chest I'm going to be filling with full of skulls, but the point is that it's there and it's nice and it's neat. And then yeah, we have all of these chests now, and this shouldn't fill up anytime soon. Not to mention, the hopper line goes over there, and then it goes over to lava, which it should burn all of these stone swords, which is really, really nice because those were kind of filling up most of the storage anyway. But yeah, so this is now complete. This is where we're going to be getting our coal and bones, which is going to be nice because bones is going to be probably for a future like better super smelter. And then the bones can be for bone meal if we ever need that. But let's go on to the next farm that we need to upgrade. Alrighty, now we are at the Hoglin trading area, which again, it serves its purpose, it does well, but at the same time, it's kind of inconvenient where the gold farm is. You can kind of see it in the horizon there. But it's kind of inconvenient, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be basically tearing this down and we're going to be moving it all the way over to the gold farm, which give me a second to get over there, and we can see all of the work that he's done. He did a little bit extra work because there were some problems like with magma cubes spawning and them kind of falling off the edge, but after that we can see that all of this has to stay because I mean that's just how the system's going to have to work. But we can change the storage system because if you guys don't know, what happens is whenever one of these piglins drops a gold ingot, that piglin picks it up, trades it, and then it goes down into this system, which, to be frank with you, is not very large for one. It fills up almost every time. We have all of these items just for extra storage that we wanted to use these blocks as, again, I've been needing a lot of blackstone. This would have been helpful actually for the storage system we built this episode, but we're probably going to end up using it in the future, so it's perfect. I actually use a lot of this blackstone. That's how I got most of my blackstone, so it was really nice. And then this is apparently like the extras from something else. Anyway, so we have this storage system, which we're going to be putting into a different auto storage system, and then down here we have all of the gold, which, there's actually a lot still in here. Ghosty and I pretty much both have a shulker box full of gold, which we're going to be putting into a bartering system. Well, of course, we're going to be keeping some of it to ourselves because, you know, it's gold. You want to build with gold. It's great. But we're going to be putting this all into a system, and then we're going to be making a bartering system, but that is not going to be until next episode, and I really just don't have time in this episode to do that. But probably next episode, it's going to be like our extra little task that we're going to be doing is upgrading this farm. But for now, we can see that we're going to be over here, which is outlined in slime, which means it is the slime farm. So if we just quickly go through this portal. Yep, there we go. Okay, we can see that we have the slime farm, which is a very impressive work by Ghosty. All these torches must have taken him forever to do. which I am so happy for. Not to mention, I did help like mine out this hole, like a lot of this hole. Not to mention, all of the campfires was was made by me. But after he made the farm, this is our storage system, which again, not bad. There's nothing wrong with this. This is great, but I think it's due for an upgrade. So, like all the other ones, yeah, I've also AFK'd this for a little while. Like all the other ones, let's be right back. This is actually going to be our last farm. I'll be right back when I have finished upgrading the slime farm. Alrighty, we have now finished the slime farm, which I spent way too much time on. This thing looks really cool, especially from like a long way view. If we come like over here really quick and we go back towards it, that thing looks sick. I actually haven't seen this from this angle. That's actually kind of cool. But if we come in the side, the point of it is our storage system, which we have a lot more of it. Again, while maybe we didn't really need it, it's still really cool to have, and really, I like it. I like it. As you saw from the previous clip, we had a lot of slime, and as you can see now, we don't have much slime left. I had to use so much slime, not only like on the outside of the slime, but because I dug down, I also had to double up the layers so you can't really see the stone through the slime, which you can see in some places, like right there. Of course, I zoom in the one spot that I didn't double it down, but I doubled it down in a bunch of areas so you can't really see the stone. But I'll probably just have to AFK it here again. It's not really a big deal, so yeah, we're just gonna leave it there. And this is a job well done for a farm. And I just want to thank Ghosty again for all of these farms, because, well, you didn't have to give these all to me. I mean, it was very kind of him, but yet he did it anyway. What is that? Oh wait, I think this is Super Smelter you told me about. Yeah, it is. That's kind of cool. Anyway, sorry, I'm not getting distracted. The point is we finished the slime farm, we finished upgrading the storage system, and we didn't really do anything with the actual farm because the farm works as you can see, it works quite well. I have not seen that many slimes actually that fast before. That's actually really cool. Sorry. Okay, well, that is the slime farm done, and we can move on to the next clip. Alrighty, in this episode we got a lot done. We got most of our storage system done. We're going to be finishing this in the next episode, and I cannot wait because we desperately need a storage system that sorts all of our items for us, because I'm sorry, but I am not the most organized person in the world. I try to keep my things organized-ish, but it really doesn't work out. We have a little bit of a cobble monster, well, not a cobble monster, a chest monster inside the factory over there. And then my base really isn't much better. It's semi-organized, but it's not organized enough. Not to mention, I've kind of been dumping shulker boxes kind of everywhere. But not to mention this one where, to be fair, that is organized. But not to mention that mess of shulker boxes. But for now, that is going to be the end of this episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Not to mention all of the farm upgrades, by the way. That took a little while, and I'm glad I did it though. It is totally going to be worth it. In the next episode, I will probably end up showing you a bunch of drops that I got from those and how we're going to be using them. But for now, like I said, that's going to be the end of this episode. Please go check out the other people on the FozzenCraft server. They really are devoted to this server, and you should go check out their channels and watch their episodes. It's really cool. Like, I've watched almost all of theirs, and they're really cool guys. So go check them out. Not to mention, in the description we have a community and my own personal Discord. You should join both those. They're great communities, and yeah, you should really just go join those. Yeah, join them. But until then, you should go like and subscribe even to my channel, and we will see you all in the next episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.